On the average day, I wake up, I go to the gym, I go to work, and I go to class for a few hours. At the end of the day, I have about 10 minutes before my evening activity to stay updated on the news from the day and the people I care most about, like DejaYou and Alex. Now in the last hour, there have been 400 tweets posted on my Twitter account, not to mention the 5,000 tweets that have been posted throughout the day. Now there simply is not enough time to go through this amount of activity in one day, let alone the other 3 social networks that I wish to check. When I realized this problem occurred daily in my life, I spoke to my friends about it. I found that it was a mutual problem across the group.
Now the solution to this mutual problem is DejaYou. Social is made simple. I'm Drew Olson, this is Dylan Zakowski, this is Alex Stevens. DejaYou personalizes and streamlines the social media experience while simplifying the process of staying in touch with people who care most about it. We do this by aggregating the social activity of selected users from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Vine into customizable threads, which allows you to remove the clutter from social media and truly focus on what you care about.
Upon logging into DejaYou for the first time, we was brought to our threads page. In the top corner, we toggle between current threads and past threads that have previously closed. Underneath that, we have our unique feature of a care section, allowing the user to view activity from individual social networks with a combination of the social networks by hitting see all. On the left side of the screen, there's an image representing the thread itself. You have a notifications feature in the top right corner, and underneath that, there's a way to see the members within the thread with a drop-down menu. In the top right corner, there's a plus button, which allows the user to create a new thread. Once they create the thread, they're the admin, they'll have the ability to invite other people to the thread, starting the activity that will be aggregated to that thread.
Inside of a thread will look like this. Users can scroll through Facebook statuses, Instagrams, tweets, and Vines. At the bottom, you can also message and share photos within the thread. Only members of this thread can view these. At the bottom, we have a navigation bar with 4 tabs. Threads, which you just saw. Activity, which is where users can see the activity of their friends within the app. Third is friends. This is where users can add, invite, and view their friends via contact. Fourth and last is profile. This is where users can create a profile picture, settings, and also reset their settings.
This is our digital scrapbook, where your memories live forever. Upon the conclusion of a thread, a user will be given the option to create a digital scrapbook of selected activity from that thread. They will choose the activity they would like to highlight and be included in our web interface, whether it be videos, pictures, posts, or statuses. And this will be shown on our web interface. Now, if you look here, this user has selected Facebook photos, videos from Vine, Instagrams, Facebook statuses, and tweets included on this scrapbook. Now, if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, there is a space reserved for advertisements. We plan on partnering with companies like Hallmark or Shutterfly and having their logo be represented here. Now, on the left and right-hand side, there are arrows. This allows the viewer to flip through the pages of this scrapbook, in turn, building the impressions of the advertisement being displayed. Once a scrapbook is created, it can be shared with anybody that the creator deems that they want to see by sending them the link to the web page in which the scrapbook is saved.
Although the features of DejaYou are unique, we will face competition on a few fronts. For instance, we have Path. Path allows the user to create one inner circle and aggregate activity from select social networks and then post to those social networks. Next, we have Fuse. Fuse aggregates the user's social activity into one feed. Lastly, we have Storify. Storify allows the user to grab content off the web, create a story out of it, and then publish it anywhere. Now, our competitive advantage over these companies is that we offer both social aggregation and the ability to create a digital scrapbook to preserve your memories in one platform. Yes, these companies have some unique features, but not one of which completely competes with DejaYou.
We have already completed our customer validation with various surveys, interviews, and focus groups, which has resulted in 350 participants. Of those 350 participants, 89% said they would use our app, and 60% said they would use our digital scrapbook.
There are currently 177.5 million smartphone owners in the United States alone. Within that, there are 44.4 million iPhone owners, which leads me to our target market of the 13.8 million iPhone owners between the ages of 18 and 24.
Now, in order to reach this target market, we have developed a 3-phase marketing campaign. Phase 1 will take place here at Quinnipiac University. It will consist of events held on campus in which we demonstrate the functionality of the application. It will also consist of the distribution of flyers and pamphlets in order to build a word-of-mouth buzz about the app. We will also have social media advertisements directed specifically towards our target market. This will all take place during the beta testing of our application. Now, moving on to the second phase of our campaign, we will expand this effort across the northeastern coast of the United States. We We're gonna target cities like Boston, New Haven, New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C. At each of these cities, we're gonna attend the cities with the largest student body populations and host events the same way we did at Quinnipiac. This will give us the opportunity to reach over 600,000 potential customers at all of these schools. Now, on the third phase, we will expand this across the entire nation.
Our management team will consist of Dylan Zukowski, Drew Olson, and myself, Alex Stevens. I have experience with management and organization through VEMA, where I oversee the work of 15 brand partners.
Now, for the last 2 summers, I interned for MLB.com in New York City, where I developed creative communication strategies for local mobile applications.
And this past summer, I interned at DejaYou, where I developed marketing campaigns for clients within their budget constraints.
While we were strong on the business side of things, we'll need to hire a programmer for initial development and routine maintenance of our application. This developer will also work with the social networks APIs to have our app function the way we wish it to function. We will use Amazon Web Services to host DejaYou.
DejaYou operates off a freemium-based pricing model. Upon downloading the app, the user will be allotted 10 threads for free. If they would like to upgrade to an unlimited number of threads, they'll be charged a one-time fee of 99 cents. Now, they're also given the opportunity to create scrapbooks for free that have advertisements. However, if they would like to create a scrapbook that has no advertisements on it, they can pay a fee of $1.99 per scrapbook. Now, based off of this pricing model, we have revenue estimates for years 1, 2, and 3 of operations. Year 1, we estimate $15,000 in revenue based solely off the upgrade to premium thread accounts. In year 2, we'll be rolling out advertisements on our digital scrapbooks. We have done this in order to build the user base and show the value in advertising on DejaYou. In this year, we estimate about $80,000 revenue. Now in year 3, as our user base grows, we expect our revenue to as well, up to $560,000.
We estimate that our expenses will be around $160,000 in year 1 of operations. This includes app development, maintenance, marketing, hosting, and web development, with app development costing the most at $100,000. Based off our expenses, we have figured in a contingency of about $15,000, leading to an investment sought of $175,000.
Although we are seeking this investment of $175,000, prize money can go a long way for us. It can help us with the development of our beta, meeting programmers and investors, or helping with the beginning stages of our marketing strategy.
We are DejaYou, where social is made simple. Thank you for the time listening to this presentation. If you have any questions, we'd be more than happy to